Now let's talk about evaluation of talk versus walk. And what I mean by this is that interview styles matter. There's really two ways to do interviews when it comes to recruiting agents. And it's a traditional path of having them come into the office, talk about these kind of different character traits, blah, 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 and kind of evaluating if they're a good fit or not, versus, or even in addition to, you can do both of these, certainly, or one or the other. We're doing what's called a ride-along interview. So let me give you my thought process behind what a ride-along interview is, why I think it's really important to consider doing with every person that you think might be a good fit for your organization. So the advantages of a ride-along interview is that it's twofold. Number one, it gives you the opportunity to really see what this person is like and really like out in the wild, in face-to-face with prospects. You get to see how they think on their feet. You get to see what their personality is like. You get to determine and discern maybe what they said or how they presented themselves actually compares with what it's like in the field. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should let these people sell. They should just observe. And number two, it gives them the opportunity for a low-pressure way to observe if this business is right for them or not. They're going to see what the reality is of selling insurance. They're going to see what it's like to be in front of prospects, what they're like, who they're, if they can get along with the marketplace, if it makes sense for them, if they like the product, the process. It's a really good introductory way without a heavy amount of commitment, without having to go out and necessarily get a license and study and then train and then get them in the car and then just to find it doesn't make sense. This is a great way to just expose them to it and then let them honestly find out for themselves if this is a good fit or not. And again, that gives you more face time to, again, discern if this is a key person you want to recruit to your agency. Somebody who is going to match, ideally, as much as possible, all of the character traits and aspects that you want. And that's what's great about it. You get to see if you guys have a good personality mesh, if you are a good match for each other. And really just, it allows you to save heartache that could formulate where you take someone through a process and they just find out it isn't for them once they get out in the field. And you can't perfectly do it every time like this, but it certainly helps a lot. So, for example, I had a guy who came along for a ride-along. We did a conversation on the phone. He flew in from North Carolina, and he did a day with me. And he got through to mid-afternoon and said, you know what, Dave, I can tell you honestly, this is not for me. And I looked to him, I said, you know what? Thank you for telling me that. Because now I don't have to, I didn't say this, but it's what I thought. And I would tell him this in so many words is, now you know, and you don't have to waste your time, effort, and energy in something that you don't think you could completely enjoy. So I think the ride-along just allows you to get a lot more information about your agent prospect because you're going to spend a lot of time with these people. You're going to co-sign on their debt. They're going to be part of your team, hopefully forever, as much as possible as you can get a career out of this. So the more information you can get up front without a huge commitment is really best. And likewise for them. Thanks for watching my video on building your own insurance agency. And before you go, I want to stress, if you are interested in building an agency, you have got to find the right setup to give you the opportunity to build the agency in your brand, to make it your own, and to maximize the opportunity out of your hard work. What I've discovered as an agency owner since 2013 is that many of the agents out there who aspire to build an agency, doesn't matter what product it is, partner with the wrong companies. They partner with companies that steal their downlines, that terminate them to eliminate them from their downlines, and ultimately build the brand of the company or the agency and not their own brand. What I teach agents is how to brand their own agency in their name, to give them the opportunity to maximize their commissions, whatever kind of products they're selling, and to ultimately create a real business that actually gets results. I'm sick and tired of all these corporations out here who are involved in the insurance business screw so many good-hearted agents over with quote-unquote agency opportunities. So this whole rant is just for me to explain to you that now I have a program. If you are interested in doing some sort of agency building, but you want to make sure you join the right agency. You want to make sure you get the training from A to Z, from recruiting, from training, from coaching agents to building and scaling and having lead generation. You think that's important to know and you know you need it, my program is for you. So if you want to learn more about how I help agents become successful and independent agency owners, here's what you need to do. Go to davidduford.com, click Join Dave's Agency, and you'll see a little link in the bottom that says something about check out my agency program. And there you'll find all sorts of information that will describe how it works and give you an idea of the details and to determine if it's right for you. So check that out if this is something you're serious about doing. And you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching. See ya.